Hi Diana, I will show you um how to do the three different shape of nails where people ask for the most, whether stiletto, coffin, and almond nails. And I'm gonna do it short, medium, long, so you could see the powder to liquid ratio for three of them. When you pour your monomer, always pour it against the back of your brush so that you don't waste none. And you don't pour too much ever because you can't pour in back monomer but don't pour out. You have to dash it away if you pour too much. You can't pour it back in. So for your shaping, depends on the shaper you use. You need a nail clipper and a scissors. So we want to stiletto first and we're going long. So for this one you saw, this is our 2-inch tip nail. I just a clip off right above the number. What happened? So go take the pill sting, Marcus. I normally, when I want to do a stiletto nail, I put my hand in the back, I can't see good. But when I want to do a stiletto nail, oh my gosh, I feel comfortable. On this nail here, so I normally split, you don't cut the tip. So right in the middle, you put a little snip. That's a bio guide. Right exactly in the middle of the nail. And from this, so you're going up one corner and from the next side, immediately up. And the nail looks something like this. And then you take your hand file and you just start shape on both sides. You know, I do one side only because if you do only one side to the shape, one side no even out. So you just continuously rotate your hand between the two sides on the side wall until you have an even shape. And stiletto is supposed to be really, really pointed at the tip. You file straight. You know, angle your file no type of way, because if you angle your file, you will get what curved shape rather than a straight, sharp, stiletto tip. So the shape done kind of like come into effect. I will just take one fine sanding band and just buff over the surface of the nail. You don't need to file it a lot, just to take away the natural shine from the tip. So just a slightly buff over this. And whenever you use your e-file, You never need to turn it on high. For no reason, you don't ever have to turn it up high. You keep this low pan like 200 RPM. You don't have to turn this high none at all. So I don't file the tip. I just dust it off a little bit. And then you know that if this mistake on for my nail, then I have to put your dehydrator and your primer. But because I don't have it stick for my nail, I just skip that step. So I want to show you the powder to liquid ratio for this now. When you put your first bead, you want that be your biggest bead. So you want dip your brush in your monomer, and you have to dip it on two sides to make sure you take out all the air bubbles out of the brush. And then when you're sure that you don't do enough dips, you will wipe your brush off one time against the back of the dumping dish, and you will stick your brush down in your powder, 3 beads. Hold it until you see the powder polymerize, which means that it get more shiny way, it looks smooth. Once the powder look like that, you place the bead at the center at the tip, and you start tip the nail downward so that gravity could help you pull the product to the tip. Pat, press, pull. You just continue to do this motion here so for as far as you could spread the powder. I had a little piece of lint on the I dip the brush back in the monomer. I wipe it off one time because I need a big bead. We'll press it down 2 times in the powder. Make the powder polymerize till it turns smooth. Once it turns smooth, you set that right over the first bead we put. Blend it upwards towards the free edge. And you just continue to spread it down. Now, when you want to build your apex, you know that will give the nail strength, but you're not going in with a overly big nor wet bead, because if the bead too wet, you run up in the cuticle for the nail back here so, and you will cause lifting. So you will dip your brush in the monomer, right? You will wipe it off 2 times, and you will pick up one medium size bead. Make the bead polymerize. You place that right above the first bead, and you just start blend it down. Blend that down into the free edge. And I don't know if you could see it, but I have an apex, and I have like a mountain with like a big hump. It just blend seamlessly. I'll try to show you from the side angle. Like I have an apex, but it just blends seamlessly into the rest of the free edge. And I have like a high hump. And when we go in and file this again, it just seamlessly blend into it. This stuff is supposed to be, supposed to be like a big belly. So this one that is stiletto, we have file this right now and sharpen up the shape. We have do the coffin shape. I have another really long tip. So for this one here, so we have do a medium length. So we have cut this tip probably this much off. For this, when I shape my coffin tip, I usually just snip the two lee sides like this. A small snip. So the nail will look something like this. We're not very even. And then you will do the same thing. You will file for both sides of the nail. Starting from right where I snip it. And you will rotate the nail. If that person hand, then you just move their hand from side wall to side wall until you have the shape where you look for. I do a set of extra long nails tonight, and when I'm almost finished with the person, like occurred to me that I should have just record the whole process and send you a video. I'm nearly finished. Like I'm done the paint when that may make sense to me. That's the mostly like the application I want to show you. But if I do a next long set or so, then I'll try remember to record and send it to you, because your beads, you can use as much or as little bead as you need to use until you're perfect. It then I have a correct amount or a wrong amount of bead where you have to use say um when you do the nails. But normally, like when I get confident or comfortable with the way to do, normally for really short tips, whether like square or almond or stuff like that, you only want to use one or maybe two beads the most. Two beads. If you want longer or medium length, you want to use 3 to 4 beads. So um I do a recording with one extra long nail, because then that have the most amount of bead, and you can see how wet or dry the bead needs to be. But we do the same thing with this. This is the coffin shape. I don't know if you could see it, but the shape narrow in now on the sides. So we have to take off the surface, the shine surface off of the nail. Remember, always keep the drill low. Thus, you put your dehydrator, make that dry. You put your primer, you make that dry, and then you go in. Same exact process, same exact thing. With your brush, first bead will be the biggest bead, so you pull it one time against the damping dish. Wet it one time. Dip it in at the powder 2 to 3 times to pick up the size bead we need. Make the bead polymerize. Place the bead. What that the middle part, you stick the tip. Put angle the nail down so gravity could help you pull towards the free edge, and your pat press pull. This bead right here big enough to spread way down to the bottom of the nail, so I now have to put a second bead the bottom. I just went in with my cuticle bead after this. See? Spread all the way down to the tip. And for the cuticle bead, you dip the brush, wipe it 2 or 3 times against the damping dish. One single dip in the powder for 3 seconds, pick it up, make the product polymerize. Once it on that shiny surface, place it right above the first bead. And while it's still wet, you start blend it into the first bead we put. And you have your apex. Again, the apex from a side angle, even, lumpy, pregnant. That's what people call it, pregnant nails. But see, it's even. If I do it like this, I guess you could see the apex up here, but then a big lump. Like it's supposed to seamlessly blend into the free edge of the nail. So that the coffin shape. And then we are doing almond clip now. This one we want the short. This shape what I have right now, and this are like the most requested shape what people want right now. For this, I typically use a nail clipper because it's your best friend, especially one way have the curved tip. If you have one straight tip clipper, for the first two nails where I show you for the stiletto and the coffin, this perfect for clip the sides with the straight tip one. The tip was flat here from the nail clipper. Perfect for clip the sides and the nail width because then it give you a straight even cut. The other one I saw we rounded off, I'll give you one more like curved cut and then you might not file that properly. But for this we want to go short. So we have clip half of the nail. Um right now. I rarely use this shit. Like I don't use this, I don't measure because I confident about each nail size or whatever. But if you have nearly magnet there, the ones there so I just attach it from the back of my cutter right there so, and because I want a short almond, I want to take off 4 magnets. Then I'm gonna stay with 4 magnets, and I just go in. So that give me one sharp even clip, and it gonna with like half of the tip. Then I'll take the nail clipper where I have, and I just you see how this have a curve already? Clip it in the same curve motion where the nail clipper give you, and that perfect. Do the same exact step as the first two. This is the curve we have. You not try file in a curve, you file straight. You start from one side, from the top of the clip, you file down, and the other side. Notice that my nail file stays straight one angle. I don't curve it none at all. Over on the other side again. When you reach the tip down here, so you want to round this off or leave it. So you go from under the tip and you start round it. When you're satisfied with the shape, I don't know if you could see, but it rounded off like almond, like this. Just go ahead and file it. Brush off the dust. I just clean my brush, guys. All the dust where I file off of the nail tip just now, I make drop on my brush. Alright, so dehydrate, prime, make them dry down good. Dip the brush. one swipe. Pick up the bead, polymerize it, place it on the top, make gravity do the work for you. Just pat, press, pull. When I say pull, I mean like pull down the body of the nail. Just dip it in. If you feel the brush to dry up, leave it. And I know you could see that that spread all the way, but the bottom thinning out, I leave it. So I go in with one very small bead. So when I dip it in on the monomer, I will wipe the brush 3 times because I want the smallest bead ever. Pick up the bead, a very small bead, make it polymerize, place it at the tip, and blend it upwards towards the free edge. Alright, watch it. This already have an apex. This already have a structure. So we'll left that for dry. And then we are shape the nail. I just want to clean my brush right away so that no product no left go up in it. Because that would be bad for business. So when you with the first tip, this time with the stiletto tip, hold your file straight. For this part, yes or no, you're going under the nail while leave it, just to take off any acrylic we might make on bottom there. And then you come right back up on the side. This angle where I have this phone really not good, and I don't have something for hold the phone because I could show you. But you turn the nail and you go in. I flip my hand, my file, make it the majority of the length of the file facing me. Alright. I have to switch angles a bit because to put the phone for charge. But yeah, so just continue for file straight. Go under the nail. Curve back the file on the side. Be sharp, be very sharp, be very pointed. And then we just want to go right over the nail. Not a lot of filing because it already really smooth. We are take with each file. I now use a sanded man for this. For this one, yeah, so I go in with this seal bit. Keep it on the same low speed and go over. Look at the cuticle there. Seal down, side walls. We have the first tip. Put it behind a white paper, just so you can see. It's very sharp and even on both sides. Then me, I could have just dust it off, put a little bit of suitable oil anyway upon the nail, take one buffing block and buff. And I'll share upon the white paper. You have yeah, the shape really sharp if I press it back upon the paper. If I hold it from a side angle, like yeah, you could say you have an apex but you don't have a hump, it comes straight down. It's on a side view from this way. So this is still a shape. So do the same one, same thing with the coffin shape. Side one. I like file the tip of the nail so it could be like really sharp on the tip. Just this slight filing over the top because it's still going over it with the e-file. If you see that the tip of the nail got a lot of product underneath and it's very thick, then you just put an eye file it. Leave it. My one not have it. It has the right amount of thickness, but I don't need to do it. But if you have to, then you could do that. But this pretty much done. Dust it off. Just a little bit of oil. And then wash that. Open the nail. And then you have your coffin shape nail. Notice how you can leave it more narrow in at the bottom than squared, and square off on the tip. Now the flush side profile. You have your apex, but it flush right into the side wall. They're not like a hump. You just flush. So this is the medium length coffin shape. This phone horrible. Yeah. And everything at the same step. I do the same exact thing for the last one. Remember to always keep your nail file straight on the side wall. No curve it, no angle it. Just keep it straight. Rotate between sides so you have an even shape. And then when you reach the tip where you want to round it off, you go from the bottom. Just a slight filing on the surface of the nail. This is not even mandatory for like file it with the hand file, because you're definitely going to use the e-file. That's it. Dust it off. A little bit of cuticle oil. Just evenly pop that into the nail. For my almond, I typically go under the bottom of the nail with a buffer. Just to finalize the shaping. That's it. Brush it off. And we have short almond tip. Side view profile. We have the apex, but a flush. You don't have a hump. And I will set the tree tip on the paper. And I'll show you now. So we have a long stiletto nail, a medium coffin, and a short almond. These are the three basic tips you need. This one, that me want 3 bead application. This time I 2 bead application. This time I 1 bead application. I gone in with a small bead just for me had enough on the tip so that it never like thin on the tip. But this time I 1 bead application. It no matter how much beads you use for apply, as much as you need or as little as you need. But just remember your first bead for be the biggest bead. The second bead for be smaller than the first bead but not very small. And the third bead will be your cuticle bead to be very, very, very small. and that one not to be overly wet because it was bleeding at the cuticle and it caused lifting. So I hope this helped, and I will try record a video when I did do um long, medium or short nails, no matter what that is shape. I'll try do a recording the full process and send you. Now, I don't know. I'll have to edit that a lot because I take like 2 hours to do a set. No matter the length of the nail, I still take like 2 hours to do a set a nail. So yeah. And then I'll send you a leave picture of the full set long, extra long nails that I'm gonna do tonight. I hope this helped. And I'll send you some links to YouTube for powder to lift so you could understand that, or send you some past shaping so you could get help for that. And anything else you struggle with and you need help with, you just tell me and I'll send you links to videos and help you. Bye.